Welcome back, everybody, back to You with Native Week, and it wouldn't be Native Week without Mr. Native himself, aka Carp. He is playing as French, regarded as, they are the best native civ in the game. So it would be rude not to have Carp in the Native Week. So here he is. How are you enjoying Native Week so far? We've had some absolute bangers. Already we've had some absolute bangers. The A's game was a particular favorite of mine. Never seen like the Yoruba twin tech used like that. Probably in like 3 years. And of course, A's makes it work. Going up against Michael here, who is a good Japan player. I think this is his Smurf account, I believe. I did ask him to confirm, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is him. So we both know this is like a sort of 2K ELO, 1900 ELO game. So nice high ELO level, like we have with the A's game. I'm trying to get as many high ELO levels for Native Week as possible. But you got to mix that in with trying to get obscure natives. I always like the obscure, the unique kind of aspect of this game and fun builds. That's why I don't care what ELO level it is, as long as it's obscure and unique. I love it. But generally, if you can get both unique and high ELO, you got the best of both worlds there. So let's have a look at the deck then. Mountain Warrior coming in for Japan. I always like seeing Mountain Warrior. I think on about 50% of the maps, it is the meta. Some maps, it's not worth doing. But on a map like this, there's so many treasures, and they're very easy to obtain treasures, because every single treasure on this map only has one treasure guardian. So they are all the tier 1, the low level treasure guardians. You get like tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 treasures, and these are all tier 1s. Basically meaning that there's only one treasure guardian on them, or it could be like 2 coyotes or something. So there comes Mountain Warrior. He's timed it nicely. Divine Strike comes in. And now watch this. This 40 XP is going to be 80 XP and 2 coin. His heroes are pretty buff. And there's 70 food for a 35 food treasure. And look how many he's going to get. This is going to be 90 XP. This is going to be 90 XP. Where's his other treasure guardians? That's going to be 80 coin. That's going to be 80 food. Like, every treasure right now is insane. And he's going to get so much more value than the 300 resource that Age 1 shipments are worth. He's actually going for 2 vills straight away off that. I'm not sure I like that, but okay, yeah, he cancels it. I was about to say maybe it works. Wow, it now just picked up an 80 food, so he's going to be aging up at a decent time with only 12 villagers, or 11 villagers so far. So yeah, so really like Mountain Warrior for this build. There's going to be 90 wood, you know, almost a shrine there. They're just absolutely incredible. Mountain Warrior is absolutely incredible on this map. Probably the best map for it. So really, really good to see him using that. Let's go have a look over at Carp, and would you believe it? Oh, that's the deck we like to see. This is why we watch Carp for Native Week, because that is a native deck, if ever I've seen one. Now, with France, natives synergize really well with villager builds as well. They just kind of go hand in hand, because you've got cards like this, Wilderness Warfare, which buff both of them. You know, so for whatever reason, it just synergizes well, because natives plus villagers are a really strong composition. So he's got both of those cards in his deck, like Pioneers. We are seeing Ancient Regime being sent here, which is really good to see. And he's sending it in base, so not rushing with it, which is interesting. Not going for a rush. We'll see how that works. I always like royal embassies. Royal embassies are so much better than native embassies. Look how nice that looks compared to a native embassy. I mean, that is a PNG if ever I've seen one. A JPEG image if ever I've seen one. Could be a little bit better with the artwork there. I mean, that is no basilica, let's be real, but still, not going to lie, pretty cool. Okay, still traps on the way. 4 vills is his first shipment in Age 2. Did a 13 village up here. Usually, I think best, if you're going for Ancient Regime, I feel like going 14 vills is the best, but each to their own. Manages to squeeze out 5 Royal Musketeers before 5 minutes. So that's pretty good. Building a second TP here. He has also got a native post. It is native week, so of course you're going to expect it. Now, there is only one native on this map, so you've got House of Oldenburg on both sides. But he's essentially doing a 2 native build because he's going for the Royal Musketeers and the House of Oldenburg. So he's essentially got 2 houses here. And as you can see, he's starting to make Royal Huntsmen interesting. Okay. Let's go back, look over at Japan. So he's going up with the Spanish allies. Interesting. I think he's already been up with something. Okay, so he sent 5 shrines twice now. So 5 shrines, 600 coin, 5 shrines. He's gone up with the Spanish consulate, which I always really like to see. Again, that synergizes really well with the Tory gates for the extra XP as well. So I always like to see that. We do have a samurai out here, which is trying to siege down a trading post, but Royal Musketeer is going to instantly delete that. So a bit of a waste of a samurai. But if someone's been keeping another 80 coin, he's got another 80 XP here. If anyone's been keeping track of the treasures, like if someone actually works out, I'm not going to ask this to someone, but if someone does happen to know exactly how much the Mountain Warriors has been worth this game, because if you've been keeping track of the treasures that he's been getting, then do drop it down in the comments, because I would love to know how insane that treasure has been. Not only from the extra resources he's got in this game, but also his explorers are 500 HP each and 16 range. Like, they're tanky Yumis. They are 2 very tanky Yumis, which is insane for the fight. Merchant Marines just come in. That's one of the texts from the Spanish allies. Are we going to see Nanban trade and all that sort of good stuff? Does he have? He does have 1k coin. There comes the second 5 shrine card, and now going for House of Oldenburg twice. Interesting. Age 3 going to be coming in here. 2 shipments ready to go. That's thanks to the Spanish consulate and the text. Hasn't got bullionism yet, but it's 2 shipments ready to go. That's insane. And that's, again, 2 shipments ready to go. That's thanks to the Mountain Warrior shipment and all of the extra XP that it's given them, and the amount of treasure gardens they've been able to kill. So insane amount of XP this game. And of course, Tory Gates building shrines, getting double XP for them, because he's put down 10 shrines now, so it's kind of crazy. Gonna be losing his Explorer here, though. Obviously, haven't got the... okay, does have the Substitution Jutsu. Let's go look over at Carp. 700 coin coming in. So, did go 4 vills, then 700 wood, and now 700 coin. And there's the first hot air balloon. I say this every single time. The House of Oldenburg is one of a very OP native post, purely because of this big button. It recharges very, very quickly, and it's basically free scouting. You cannot put a price on it. It is such an insane big button. And look at this. He is going all in. Royal Huntsman here. How many Royal Huntsmen does he have? He's got 10 already. Building more Royal Embassies. And look at this. Building Royal Huntsman from the Royal Embassy. He's been building them from the trade post. If he builds from all 3, so both at the trade post and the Royal Embassy, which is what he's doing here. Look at this. He's basically triple TC booming. If he wasn't aging up, he'd be quadruple TC booming. He's using the Royal Huntsman, obviously, as a villager. And look at this, 1.09. They are a normal villager, not quite a CDB, but they are a normal villager's worth of gathering right there, which is insane, because he can get 14 of them on top of French OP eco. That is crazy work. He's going to be losing a couple of CDBs here, though. Oh, lost another one right at the end there. That does sting, but he's still on 35 villagers. But it's 10 villagers up from Japan, and most of them are CDBs, so it's more like 15 vills up. That's crazy. Double Raxing, Northern Veteran Musketeers. Now, this is the unit that you get from the Oldenburg, which, you don't see very often. I can't remember the last time I saw someone actually make Northern Veteran Musketeers. You can only get them in H3. Minutemen come in, and now the CD's on their way as well. Is he going to chase down Flaming Arrows? 2 Falcons popped. They do get outranged. triple raxing Northern Rest. I think they only cost food, by the way. Yeah, they literally only cost 110 food. So villagers chasing. I told you, villagers, CDBs just synergize really well with natives. Going for he's an H3 and he's sending pioneers now. I think I kind of agree with that as well. Now, I keep using the word synergize, but it's just perfect here because Northern Refugees. That's a Chinese card, isn't it? Northern Musketeers synergizes really well with their counterparts, the Royal Huntsmen, because Royal Huntsmen only cost food, but only gather food. Really, I don't think they can gather anything else. They can only gather food. So he's gathering in all of his villagers are on food. He's only gathering food right now, and he's gaining. Look at that food go up. Look at the amount of food he's gathering there. Absolutely insane. Another hot air balloon. Sees what's going on. Sees the triple flaming arrows. Sees the daimyo. Losing some royals there, but look at this. 15 or 13 royal Northern veteran musketeers. And they only cost food, and he's only gathering food. So it just is. This guy knows his natives. This guy is the expert when it comes to natives. Look at that 29 royal. I keep saying royal. They're Northern musketeers. I've never seen that many musketeers made in a single game before. I've never seen someone make that many Northern. How many can he make? There's got to be a limit, right? So he can make 32 because he's got both the native posts. Okay, that's a lot of musk. Just costing food. Of course, he can make royal musketeers as well, which is what he's doing. Now got loads of vills on coin. But look at this. He's on 38 villagers. He's got insane eco right now. And don't forget, his vills are insane as well at fighting. Pioneers has come in. And Pioneers, by the way, benefits these royal huntsmen. So royal huntsmen, they have the villager tag. You can see there at the bottom, they have the villager tag. So they benefit from all the Marketville techs and pioneers. So they have 330 HP. They are getting pushed now, pressured by some Naginatas. But because of how tanky they are, he shouldn't lose that many. Royal Huntsmen almost have the same amount of HP as CDBs. That is insane. That is insane. Now they have 353. Where did that come from? I think that was a native build. They basically have the same HP as CDBs. I think he just sent this. Yeah, native. So they have the native. They have the native tag, and they have the villager tag. So yeah, Royal Huntsmen are the epitome of natives and villagers working really, really well together. And it looks like we might get... What is Pup doing? Another royal balloon being sent. Another hot air balloon being sent. He sees the rickshaws. Yeah. Does lose his TC, but there's no vills inside. All the vills are coming with him by the looks of it. Yes! All the vills are coming with him. And they are going to destroy the Ashingarus. You love to see it. Bringing in the Royal Huntsman as well. These things have 16 range attack, and they have a 1.5 multiplier versus skirmisher type unit. So a very unique unit that can obviously also gather. So we got a good old-fashioned base trade. It looks like Michael, the Japan player, is on his way back. Is he going to make it back in time? Villagers are just chilling. Villagers are just chilling on food and coin. Now they go inside the TC. Is he going to make it back in time? Still has that straggling falconet. Is he going to make it back in time to save his villagers? How many villagers are inside? 25. All of his villagers inside the town center. Get your ass back there. You need to defend these villagers. He brings them out. Probably trying to do a villager pull here. As his Ashingarus just about make it back in time, but he's going to lose so many vills. He might lose all of them. Oh my goodness, they're just melting. The villagers are melting. Villager versus villager action, baby. He loses all of them. He's got one left on 32 HP. He's got one villager left. My goodness. That's going to be GG, surely. That is surely going to be GG with the native build here. The native and Vil build coming out strong here. God damn, and that was a base trade that was well in favor for Carp. And Carp really smartly brought his villagers along for the ride because he doesn't want to leave them to be exposed when he does the base trade. So bring them in with the fight and exchange well, and then you can just send your villagers out wherever you want to after. Michael's still up in score, though, so France just need to deal with this army, and then I'm pretty sure he just wins. But these free flaming arrows being kind of somewhat annoying. Yeah, gonna send his Vils. They are artillery killers because they have a multiplier versus artillery. Should have picked off the weak one. He does. Really good micro there by Carp. Carp can sometimes have very bad micro, like very awkward micro. I think he's kind of like a double clicker box dragger. He doesn't have hotkey groups generally. That's what it appears like. Carp's one of those guys that he's not really part of the community in the sense of he's not on the Twitch streams, he's not on the YouTube streams. If he is, he's always lurking and he never says anything. But he's one of those really good high-level players that's part of the community in that sense, and he plays quite a lot. And we're really lucky to have him as part of the community because he's such a unique player. And look, that's like the 4th or 5th hot air balloon right now. I told you how quickly it comes out. Now Japan, one villager. He's not that one villager's not gathering. Where is it? That one villager is building a castle. Okay, maybe so he can get shipments. He's almost got 2 shipments ready to go. But look at these royal musketeers and the northern musketeers. Okay, let's have a look over at Carp. I mean, Carp's only on 11 villagers. I didn't realize that. He's only, and 8 of them are CDBs. Look, he's just put an outpost right in. If you're Michael, look at this. Your line of sight is this. Someone just put an outpost right in front of your base. You love to see it. Double batch of Yumi coming in. But he can't make villagers. He still has a lot of shrines, though, with some income. But he's going to lose these shrines. He loses the Torii Gates. He's going to lose the Shogunate, likely as well. Okay. Wait, where is Carp sending? Okay, oh, the outpost. Okay, so now, wow, he's sending Northwest Passage to buff the speed, mainly, of his CDBs. So you can see that now, 5.4 speed. Building some royal embassies. Musketeer and Musketeer action coming here. He's sending another native shipment. That's basically all of the native shipments outside of Blood Brothers. Native warrior combat coming in now. So look at the stats on these guys. Where's the golden boy? Do we have any golden musketeers? Yes, we do. So northern musketeers benefit from promotions. And you can see there a northern musketeer with a gold promotion has 235 HP in comparison to 162 from a normal musketeer. So yeah, pretty tanky when they get their gold promotions. They just got buffed again now. And again, buffed again. Sorry, I thought he'd already sent Wilderness Warfare. Sending Wilderness Warfare again now. That's going to benefit all of his natives. So every unit here benefits from this. Look how crazy this is. Every single unit here benefits from Wilderness Warfare. It buffs your CDBs, all of your villagers, including Royal Huntsmen. So they have the villager and the native tag. And it's also going to improve the Royal Musketeers and the Northern Musketeers because they're natives. It's interesting that these buff... Okay, so it's not... So they do get buff. Oh my god, Royal Huntsmen have 400 HP. Is that more HP than a CDB? Basically the same. Oh my goodness.
There's my state.
Royal Huntsmen have like 2 more HP than CDBs. And Royal Huntsmen have almost the same armor plating as well. They almost have the same armor. So 30% range resist compared to a CDB's 40. That's incredible. These things are actually incredible now. They are so tanky and so tough. Wow, a northern, thanks to all of those native techs, and a gold promoted northern musketeer has 32 attack and nearly 300 HP. That's incredible. That is incredible. A Royal Musketeer's charge ability does 63 damage. Jesus. Okay, CDB's rushing to put down another outpost, but that's not going to last very long. The scores are actually really close. And a TC's been built. Michael was able to get a TC with both of his heroes. And look how tanky his heroes are, by the way. Age 3 with Mountain Warrior, 750 HP each and 24 ranged attack. That's incredible. That is incredible. Outpost goes down. So houses going down, but also shrines going down. So they're trading, once again, trading with one another. Not trying to take a direct fight. This TP's still alive. Need to take that down. But yeah, definitely housing him now is definitely more effective. Wow, he's going to take the castle down. Might see the town center as well. He's up to 4 villagers, and he's slowly but surely making them. He's put his town center right next to where the cherry orchards were, because if you remember, he only just sent those cherry orchards. So he's basically got max food from the 2 cherry orchards, which is really, really nice. They're both taking each other's houses down. Carp is on 0 pop. I thought this game was over. Japan had 1 villager. 1 villager. Is he going to make a comeback here? Carp's only on 11. He actually doesn't need population, right? He actually doesn't need population because he can just make natives. 3 of his villagers are these royal huntsmen. So really, if he's gathering, it's just CDBs. It's only 8. Okay. Doing a good job taking down shrines. Again, has another scientific expeditions, which he should be using to scout where Japan is. Just put it anywhere on the map and just try and have a look. Oh, wow. He's sending Edict on Nantes. Really? He's got no food. I don't know why he's sending that. No idea why he's sending that. There goes another hot air balloon. And if we look at Carp, he sees the town center. He sees the units diving towards him thanks to this hot air balloon. And he runs away accordingly. Carp still only on 11 vills and may lose some more now. 1 goes down, so he's on 10 villagers. Oh, that one's going in the line of fire, even though these things are so tanky. That's going to be down to 9 vills. Whilst Michael's up to 6. We're on a game of 23 minutes, and they're both in single-digit villagers. Ho, ho, ho. Carp is up in score, but not by a lot. Score really doesn't matter at this stage. So whoever has the better tempo or who can recover the best. A lot of these Royal Musketeers and a lot of the veteran Northern Musketeers do have promotions. You have to take. There's no score in that, and you have to include that in the tempo right now because these veteran Musketeers are insane. These Northern Musketeers are insane. They're like, even a bronze promoted one has 250 HP compared to a disciplined Ashigaru only has 200 HP, and a gold promoted has nearly 300. Another villager down, 6 vills for Michael, 8 for France. And wait, he can send Young Guard with no population? Oh, wow, that's such big brain. Yeah, look, he doesn't need any population and he's sending in Young Guard. No way. Is he? Where? Oh, this is such an insane game right now. 0 pop cap. All of this doesn't really... I mean, the Royal Musketeers, they are population, but the Northern Musketeers are no population. You can see at least 3 gold promoted, 2 silvers, 3 silvers, but they're slowly but surely dying, and the Yumi are melting them. As tanky as they are, they will lose to skirmishers. He's kiting as best as he can, but that's going to be a fantastic result. Finally catches him. Fakes to the Ashigaru, 4.5 speed. Finally catches up with him and deletes his army. Just when I thought this guy was on one villager. This guy was on one villager and is somehow crawling himself back inch by inch to get himself back into this game. My goodness. Another scientific expeditions is like the 7th one this game. Michael saying, what a game, and I totally agree. What a game indeed. This may be like a game of the year contender. This is like, we're in January still, just about, and this is already like the 2nd game of the year contender. Crazy stuff. Young Guard coming in, saying no to your shrine there, boy. Oh, he's going to lose a villager. I think that weak villager there was probably the one villager that survived because he was on very weak HP there. Still on 0 pop. He's 32 for O right now. And manages to squeeze in middle guard here. How, I do not know. And of course, Northern Musketeers only cost food, so he's able to make them as well because they don't cost population. So somehow, Carp adapting to the situation he's in with 0 population, 0 houses. He's somehow able to make military units. What a genius. 12 villagers here now for Michael. Going to try and finish off that trading post. All of these now. Shadow Tech to middle guard. And he has put his Yumi on stagger mode, but is that going to be enough? We don't need old guard. Even middle guard are still really, really strong. Look at the stats on these bad boys. Deleting the Yumi. Get out of there, boys. Get out of there. 50% range resist. Go back to the drawing board and get some cavalry, my son. Because you are not beating these guys with Yumi. Certainly not with Musketeers. Or when you put yourself in a choke point, do not put yourself in a choke point with any unit that has area of effect damage. Likewise, don't run into Minutemen. Takes down the barracks. Yumi can somewhat kite here. Gets his Explorer back. Nicholas Bernard. $14 villagers now. Does have a stable, and I think, of course, he doesn't know. Carp doesn't know that he's not making anything, nor can he make anything. So he's going to try and take that down as quickly as possible. In his mind, that is a win or lose situation right now if Naginata do get made from that stable. So he's going to target that, which is exactly what he's doing there. Good stuff. Had to split his army, though, in order to allow him to take it down. Wow, what a game. 14 villagers to 14. No, sorry, 8 villagers. So somehow, even though Japan was only on 1... Wow, he's sending in native treaties now. He's only got 1 native building, though. So what does that give him? It gives him 4 units. It gave him 2 Royal Huntsmen and 2 Northern Musketeers. But with the amount of buffs that these units have had, that's 4 very strong units. That could be used as 2 villagers as well. So that's a pretty good shipment. And it's one of the only things he can realistically send here. Maybe 1k gold would be useful. Maybe Team Senghalese Rifleman, because that would buff his ranged infantry. Wow, what a game this is. What a game this is. My goodness. Cart still up now. 2k score. I think the middle guard are inflating that score somewhat, though. Still 0 population cap. He doesn't want to waste any time gathering wood. He knows he can still make Northern Musketeers, but that's about all he can make. Royal Huntsmen are 1 pop as well, so you can't make them. He was able to send them as a shipment, which is kind of lucky. So we've had We've had Edict the Nantes, so he's been able to send middle guard with 0 pop. He can make musketeers with 0 pop, and he's been able to send native treaties to give him military as well. This guy is an absolute genius when it comes to natives. This ain't his first rodeo of having a base trade 0 pop. But I do worry, because Japan has the town center, like, it's going to be tough to take that down. It really is. Oh, and he has a 5 Naginata pop as well. That's really nice. That is really, really nice. Is he going to try and get that to Oldenburg? It looks like he is. I mean, he's going to need to eventually. Yeah, he's on 14, so he's basically made the most he can. I think maybe you can make a couple more. Yeah, he can make 16 out of 1. So he needs another native post in order to make more Northern Musketeers. He's still on 0 pop. Oh, what a game, Carp. He's still up 1.5K score. He's on 10 villagers.
There's my state.
Using the Royal Huntsman, using the CDBs. Still sieging down more shrines. And that's going to pop cap Japan as well. And look, he really does not have a lot of resources to spend here. Again, another scientific expeditions. He's going to see the outpost. The church is almost useless at this point. Don't need that anymore. He's got what he needed from it. Oh, Ashigar is really going to push in there. I guess he sees the units all over here. And look at this, down to 20 pop. My goodness. We're at over half an hour of the game. And no one is above 10K score. This is what a game we found. What a absolute... And it's a native game as well for Native Week. Let's go! I almost without fail watch every single one of Carp's games. Whenever I see him on the ladder, I'll always watch it. Just for my own entertainment. Good Lord. What a game. What a game. Okay, more shrines going up. Going to be on 50 pop now. He's got a lot of coin. What do we have from Carp here? Still on 10 vils. He can't make anymore. Until he gets more population, he can't make the Royal Huntsman. Only has 2 of them as well. No, he's got both the natives back now. So if he was able to get some wood and get some population down here, he could then make the maximum of 14 Royal Huntsmen, which would be really good eco. That would be 14 villagers worth. So you don't actually need a TC here in order to boom. He can just use the native post. Again, another scientific expeditions on the way. This one's not going to be too useful. Look at the shadow. Beautiful. Again, Mountain Warrior heroes there, very, very tanky, and in a very low population game like this, that just makes these guys even stronger. That's 1500 HP they're tanking with 24 range damage each. That's basically 50 damage they're dealing with for 1500 HP. That's incredible. That's basically, between those two, they're basically a Mameluke. How insane is that? When you think about it, how insane is that they are basically a Mameluke? That deals more damage than a Mameluke, and they can Divine Strike. Incredible right now. Incredible. Okay, Naginata finds a weak villager. Isn't able to finish it off. Oh, there's so many weak villagers here. My goodness, so many weak villagers. Naginatas will be devastating if they get a good raid here. Still has 4 middle guard, which is going to be really nice against Ashigarus. A lot of bronze and silver promotion musketeers. That was a free promotion as well, killing that Naginata. Sending it into the Senegalese Rifleman. That's going to be 15%. Again, another good card when you go natives. Again, has another big button. I told you how quickly. And obviously, if you've got 2 of the same native, the big button generates faster. There it is. Where did he put it? Where did he put it? Right on top of the TC. Smart stuff. Whoa, and that's going to be a lot of promotions.
Stop.
Now, oh my god, a Northern Musketeer has 36 ranged attack now. Incredible. That could have been devastating for the Ashigaru. Just because there's 4 middle guard in there, he would have absolutely destroyed the Ashigarus. But that's a really nice compensation. The Flaming Arrow is going to be very tough to deal with as Carp now. Don't really know how he deals with that. Yeah, sees them now. But again, look at this. Pop cap Japan once again. Great pull trick there. Watching Gren sprint is hilarious. It's like a fast jog rather than a sprint. Again, pop capped. Both of these guys once again pop capped. Carp got one house somewhere. No, he managed to get a town center. Okay, nice. So now got a house. Now he's going to be able to start making villages again. Finally, it's been like 20 minutes. It's been like 20 minutes without a town center. What a game this has been. This has been so enjoyable to watch. It's so tense as well because I have no idea who's going to win. Somehow Carp is still up in score. Someone tell me how. Someone tell me how. 10 villagers, but finally got CDBs on the way. 22 vills for Japan, so he's got a bit of a way to go before he catches up. However, he can catch up if he's able to make the Royal Huntsman, because he can double TC pump from these native posts. So essentially, if he has the food, he can triple TC pump until he has max Royal Huntsman. So he's got a nice herd here, but herds are very much on Japan's side of the map. So I don't know how he's going to deal with that. Maybe he could try and get a decent amount of vills, try and do another push, and dominate that side of the map again. But once this herd runs out, he's going to be struggling, and he's definitely not going to be making mills. I can tell you that much. Okay, Flaming Arrows, trying to kite the TC here, but TC Fire is going to be nice. That's one way of dealing with... Flaming Arrows. Minimen come in. I feel like he could have just camped the TC Fire for a little bit longer there. Nice pull tricking here to bring the Flaming Arrows towards him a lot quicker. Tries to snare with the Explorer. Nice try. Nice attempt there by Carp. He's going to continue to chase whilst he has a decent amount of HP from the Minutemen. Michael's been able to get a lot of population back as well, because most of his villagers are now on wood. Carp up to 12 ills. Ooh, Minutemen. Oh, Minutemen could have fired at least one shot, I think, off against Flaming Arrow there. But yeah, unsuccessful push there from Carp. Bought himself some time. Don't want to lose these middle guards. Do not lose these middle guards. Oh, the last shot. Just about. Very nice. Now we've got that fast jog going on again. Hut, 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 hut.
Oui.
Okay, Carp getting a priest. That's nice, because definitely want to heal. Even though he's only got 3 Grens left, definitely want to heal them up. They're so valuable in this fight. Has the Infinite 2 CDBs shipment, which he could send. I mean, to be honest, I would go for 1k coin, and then once 1k coin has been sent, 2 CDBs here is actually a really nice shipment, because you can just infinitely send it. He's prepared. This is not his first rodeo. Like I said, he can prepare. He knows that Infinite 2 CDBs can be vital. Okay, are we seeing another base trade? Are we serious? Is this another base trade? A load of Shinobi just got made. They're very valuable here. Oh, a load of Ashigaris just got made as well. He's going to instantly delete them. Villagers on the run. Villagers are on the run. That town center's not been up that long. All the Shinobi go down. Minutemen go down. But I think most of his villagers are surviving this time, learning his lesson. We are seeing another base trade. Is he going to take the town center down, though? He's still making more northern musketeers, and he's not coming back right away. The houses are worthless. He can make natives. He doesn't need population. We are seriously seeing another base trade. But this time round, there's no villagers in that town center. Michael has learned his lesson from the last base trade. The last 2 or 3 base trades we've had this game. But this is another huge base trade. And somehow Carp's still up in score, even though Japan has 25 vills. Again, tell me how. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but an eco. Tell me why. I've got all the natives. I don't care about eco. Okay, we went off a little bit there, but... '90s boy bands. Nothing will ever top 90s boy bands. Tell me why ain't nothing. But that's a tune, man. I'm gonna have that stuck in my head, man. What has this game done to me? What has this game done to me? Holy crap, I've lost the plot. I'm starting to sing now. Oh, and the town center trying to get built here. But it doesn't. Oh, I think he's gonna see it. The line of sight from the flaming arrows will definitely see it when they get close, because they have really big line of sight. Yeah, he sees it. Oh, just before it's getting built. That is unfortunate. That is really, really unfortunate. That is a massive shame, and that's a big blow. 500 wood gone there. Not quite 500, but probably at least half of the wood that it cost there would have gone. That's a shame. That is a big shame, because if that got built, why would you go down here as well? That's so unfortunate. Well, it's very lucky for Japan, but very unfortunate for Carp there. Got to feel for him. Lots of a shrine still being sieged down now. 1K coin has been sent. You can see he's gathering it. And he's got an artillery foundry. Are we going to see culverins or falcons? I guess we'll see culverins. Yeah, culverins on the way. 2 culverins is all you need, I think. I mean, honestly, just 1, but 2 would be safer, I guess. I don't know, man. Like, get 1 culverin and then try and get a couple of falcons, maybe. Or get 2 culverins and 1 falcon. It's debatable. It's debatable. Still got those middle guard. The amount of siege he's got out of them has been crazy. Scientific expedition is going to be used to cover his back here. So he's going to be used to see if he's creeping up towards him, how much time he has. So if you look at Carp's line of sight here, he's sieging this, and then thanks to the balloon, he sees what's coming, and he knows where he needs to run. Fantastic stuff there by Carp. But look at the line of sight of this balloon. Absolute insanity. How much is this? Like the most line of sight unit in the game? That's crazy. There you go. When it goes down, you can now see like what it really looks like. He's going to see it. Unfortunately, those culverins are not in a great position because, yeah, he's going to back up now. So he didn't get the element of surprise. That is a massive blow because getting the element of surprise could have meant 1 or 2 flaming arrows gone down. So, and somehow great micro by Japan, managing to fish a couple of hits off there against his units as well. Absolutely incredible. Now, finally, Japan up in score for the first time in like, what, 20 minutes? Probably the first time in the entire game. He's up in score. He's been down in score the entire game, at least since that big base trade at the start of the game. 1,500 coin. Wow. He's on 25 vills. Doesn't have a TC yet. Still doesn't have another TC yet. Neither does Carp. We are TC-less this game. No TCs on either side. And the thing is, there's a cherry orchard here with nearly 4,000 food on it. But are you going to send villagers over there? Unprotected? Probably not. So you're going to put all your villagers on coin. Maybe he's going to move them towards here now, or he's going to put them on the mine still. Debatable. And he can just continually make flaming arrows here, which is pretty nice, actually. Because if you get enough of them, they can beat the Colves, but... Wow, that's going to be another 5 pop? No, 4 pop. Wow, 8 flaming arrows. This might be GG now. We may finally be in the GG game right now. But anything can happen. 3 culverins, that's a really good number versus that amount of flaming arrows. They'll kill so many if they bunch together as well. Still got a priest here as well doing some healing. The culverin's back in base though. Don't want to lose that. Don't want to lose that and get trapped. And now Carp is using this side of the map in order to gather from these herds. Like I said earlier, he's making Royal Huntsman as well, which is really nice. So he's starting to move without a CC. Ooh, don't lose that culverin. He might sneak a shot. Yeah, nice. He'll get another shot off there as well. Ooh, bunch together. Target this one. Oh, he could have got a double, even triple kill there. He could have got a double or a triple. I'm not joking. Damn. But it took down 2, which is not a terrible trade. Oh, no. Say it isn't so. Commentator's curse. I said surely this is the GG moment. Commentator's curse. He went for the cherry orchards. No. Oh, losing so many vills. Getting snared as well. And his army is nowhere near. But the tanky boys, the Mameluke heroes, could be enough to distract these guys for long enough to allow 6 of them to survive. But the Explorer picks up the snare. And there's no military anywhere near. We do have still got 6 flaming arrows. Wait, why is he turning away? Chase them, sir. Chase them. What is he doing? That's a major fumble. That is a major fumble. Why did he not chase the vills? That, I don't know what's going through Carp's mind. He's a bit like Karim. He's like the Otto equivalent, but with the French native side. So he's got like, Karim has the Otto AI chip installed in him, whilst Carp has the native AI installed in him. The TC attempting to go up now. No, another one. Can Carp see it? Carp is down 3k, scores 17 vills to 15. France is actually up in score. We've got League of Armed Neutrality coming in. What on earth does that do? Royal Huntsmen may no longer gather food, but become considerably better fighters and have increased build limit. So he's using the Royal Huntsmen. I know this tech. Basically, Royal Huntsmen can't gather anymore, but they are really good at fighting. So you can see there, he can't gather. He's not gathering from them. But they now have 23 ranged attack at 1.5. The only problem is here, he's saying, well played, Big Cup. Is he going to resign? Surely he doesn't resign here. The Royal Hunter loses the villager tag, so they actually lose HP now. You can see there he's down 100 HP. So I don't actually think that's a good, worthwhile trade, to be honest. But he can make more of them. I don't know how many more he can make, but he can go from 14. Oh, he can't make more of them. It says he can make more of them. Oh, no, he can. But he's lost the trading post here, so he can make double. So you can make 28 if you have both native posts. Okay, that's kind of nice. And they only cost food, I think, right? Yeah, again, they only cost food, so his whole entire army, basically, is just consisting of food. Northern Musketeers and Royal Hunters only cost food to make, so he only needs to put his vills on food right now. And he doesn't need any population, so this is crazy. Michael said, well played, Carp. Is he thinking that it's over? 16 vills for Japan, 13 for France. This is so close. This is so incredibly close. Managing to squeeze in some Yabusame archers. That's actually really nice. If he can get them on the culverins, that allows the flaming arrows here free reign to destroy the infantry. Oh, seeing some villagers over here. Villagers do have their greatcoats. He's chasing. Even the priest, the man of the cloth, is killing villagers. No way, good sir. That is not your duty. You are no Christian, good sir. You are no Catholic. sorry, we're Protestants on this side of the pond. Imagine a priest just boxing your ass. You're the wrong type of Christian, you Catholic scum. We're Protestants over here. Man saying, get that orthodoxy out of here. The heretics, the Christian heretics. But the Yabasami do manage to squeeze round the side for one of the Goldens. Can he squeeze the second one? It's going to be close. Yes, he can. Just about. We've got flaming arrows. We've got Ashitarus. It's going to be the final fight of the game. Is this going to be the final fight? Can he somehow kill the flaming arrows? 12 villagers. He's down to 12. But France is down to 1. He's got 0. That's his final CDP and it goes down. Surely this is the game now. Can we call it quits at 51 minutes? Carp calls the GG. Game of the year, my friend. Well, how many base trades did we have? Like, look at the score. It's at 51 minutes. 51 minutes of the game, and they're both below 9,000 score. What an insane game. An absolute pleasure to cast this. My goodness, my eyes are bleeding, though, by the end of it. What a game for Native Week as well. What a display of native supremacy. He did lose the game, but what a fun build to see the natives. And we get a native loss. We can't have every game on the Native Week with natives winning. So I guess that's something as well. But my goodness, what a game. Look, let's look at this. This is going to be hilarious. Look at the villager. 34 to 38. And then they went, both of them plummeted. I'm surprised that many of Carps died. I'm actually surprised that many of them died. But no one after that got above 26. If we go to military unit count, absolutely incredible. Most made units were Northern Musketeers to 108 Ashigarus. All resources gathered. Guys, we was in a 51-minute game, and the most resources from one player was 37,000 resources. Like, you can get that in, like, 15 minutes under, I swear. 51 minutes? That's all the resources they've gathered. That is insane. Okay, maybe not 15 minutes you can get that, but maybe, like, 20 minutes. Wow. Wow. What a fun game. Oh my God, I'm so glad we got this. Michael, the Japan player, was actually the guy that sent this game over. So shout out to him for sending this game. He is a streamer on Twitch, so I'll put his Twitch details below. Go and give him a follow on Twitch. And yeah, absolute cinema. We even had a priest boxing the heretics at the end there. The racist priest boxing the Japanese civilians. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you're enjoying Native Week. There's so many more OP epic games to come, but this is probably going to be the best game. I don't know, man. That's not just the best native game. That's going to be the game of the year. There is maybe one game which tops this for the Native Week, and I'm saving that game for the last day of Native Week. Boom! What a game! I love these themes. I absolutely love these themes. We had Revolt Week. Now we've got Native Week, and we got absolute bangers like this. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you in the next game. Peace.